Harley has just announced the new 2023 Enthusiast Collection, Fast Johnnie. Let's take a look and see what makes this line something to get enthused over. Hello and welcome to Road Rush Nation. I'm Terry, your host here, and thank you so much for stopping by and checking out the channel. If you like what you see, then give us a thumbs up. And if you'd like to be a member of the nation, it's free. All you need to do is hit that subscribe button. All right, it's time to get to the latest release from Harley Davidson, the 2023 Enthusiast series, the Fast Johnnie Collection. And the collection started in 2022 with the GI Enthusiast group. And that featured a Tri-Glide Ultra and the Pan American 1250 Special. They were both in a mineral green with military graphics, and that limited edition bikes were a tribute to those who served in the U.S. Armed Forces. Now, the Fast Johnnie pays homage to the classic muscle car culture. Notice any resemblance? And this series features the 3 sport touring models. Yes, all those STs.
I feel the need for speed.
Ow! And features Harley's first racing mascot, Johnny the Pig. So, who the heck is Johnny the Pig? Well, over 100 years ago, a member of the Harley Davidson racing team shared a Coke with a piglet. Guess who the piglet was? Johnny. And the racer is Ray Weishauer, a member of the factory racing team since 1914. And of course, Johnny is a 6-week-old piglet adopted from a local farmer who became the race winner's mascot. Guess where the term hog comes from? Yep, that's the story of Johnny. So now let's get into the bike. The Fast Johnnie line is the ST line, your basic STs, which has got the Lowrider ST, the Road Glide ST, and the Street Glide ST. It's all the same bike, but what gives it that special pizzazz is the paint job. Now, these are factory custom paint jobs, meaning these come from the factory and not an outside custom paint shop like Gunslinger that they've used for the Arctic Blast in the past. These are your standard factory custom paint jobs. So it makes it much easier for you to get replacements if you need it, or if you wanted to put on, say, a tour pack, you can get that matching paint scheme a lot easier from the factory than you would from Gunslinger. So let's head over to Harley's website and check out the details on the Fast Johnnie collection. Okay, here we are on Harley's website. Now remember, I told you that the Fast Johnnie collection is basically the ST collection, but it's got the fancy paint job. So we'll get more of the details from here on just going on to any of the STs, and I've selected the Road Glide. Now, mind you, it'll all be pretty much the same when you go to either the Street Glide or the Lowrider ST. It's all going to be pretty much the same. So let's scroll on down. And here is our basic black that it all comes in. And it will show you that it's got a price of, the starting price, okay, is $29,990, $30,000, okay? Now remember, the ST line, that ST stands for Sport Touring. These were primarily designed for people who want speed and performance. It's not about, let me take a long ride with my spouse on the back. It wasn't designed that way. Can you make it that way? Yes. But if you really want one that's already set up, you can go to a Road Glide Special and it will be already set up for a passenger. It's just something to think about, but what you get with this is you're going to get the performance pieces, which of course is the 117, where on the Special you're going to get a 114 and a different suspension and different other things. So just something to think about when you have to explain the difference to your spouse when you're buying a more expensive bike. So like I said, it starts out. There is 3 color options, which of course it's got this pearl white, which I'm going to scroll down here a little bit, the white sand, pearl, and it adds $750 to the MSRP. So you put another $750 on that $29.99. Then we get into why we're here. We're here for the enthusiasts. This adds a $2,900. That paint job is going to add another $2,900 on top of everything else you're going to pay for. So that's what that is costing you. Also, just as an FYI, I found out in my research that, remember I mentioned you could get a tour pack with this? Well, yes, they've already come out with color matched King tour pack, a chopped tour pack, you can get that luggage carrier, and saddlebag speaker lids. So you can already have those set up and color matched. I have no idea what the price is. I haven't found those yet, but just something to let you know that you can get the King tour pack, the chopped tour pack, or saddlebag speaker lids for this if you want. So let's keep scrolling down and see what other interesting tidbits I can give you. We're going to go all the way down to the dimensions. There's that 117. Now, I gonna make just a personal observation here. The 117 was the big dog. That was the one factory, not the crate motors. I'm not talking the 131s, but the 117 was the highest. That's what you could get, was the 117. Well, June 7th, you will see that the 121 is what they're now going to put on the Road Glide and the Street Glide CVO. So this is kind of making the ST with the 117. It's kind of, they're in between on those motors. And what I mean by that is for what's being offered. So next year, I suspect that the ST line will have the 121, because the reason the ST, the sport touring line, came out was to get those people that are looking for the best of the performance. Not necessarily the crate motors, but the best that you could have here. So that's the only thing I would be a little cautionary. If you are really into the performance piece and want that bigger motor, I might wait a year. Of course, it's going to be more expensive because everything's going up, but that would be my one thing to think about. But if you love that paint job, which I think it looks pretty good, you may want to get it this year and then deal with upgrading and putting a different stage on your 117. So all your dimensions, your detailed spec dimensions, the basics, those are not going to change because of the Fast Johnnie line. The only thing that's going to change is going to be that paint. You're going to get the 117 in it. And like I said, you may want to wait on that. But let's go down to the pricing info. And this is where you'll see it says, ooh, here's our vivid black. Then if you want color, so that's $750 that's added to the pearl color, there, that gives you a better price. And they call this the custom two-tone color, is the $32,899. Just say $33,000. That's to start. That's not the dealer setups. That's not the other prices that are on there. Like, oh, their Reflex defensive rider. You better put that on top of there. Your California emissions, that'll get you for another $200. Your freight, $850, and your surcharge, $1,000. That's not any of the dealer prices on there. So add that up, and you're going to hear your wallet scream. I will have to say, I do like the look of the Fast Johnnies. I think it's a cool, different look than being your basic black. The pearl is nice, but I think the paint job's pretty cool. But I love the old muscle cars. Get with your dealer if you're really interested in getting one of these Fast Johnnies, because I suspect they will go fast. I love the color. I love the whole paint scheme. I like having the piglet on there. That's pretty cool. That's the original hog. Go for it. If you found this interesting, if you did, give us a thumbs up. And if you'd like to join the nation, remember, it's free. All you need to do is hit that subscribe button. Thanks again for watching, and I hope to catch you next week. Don't forget, ride safe, and we'll catch you on the highways.